Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rummenigge, Hullet, big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. There's no flag. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kaká. This is promising. Messi. Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Picked out chance! Goal! Barcelona! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi is in a really good position out wide. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Kaká. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that is a... He's had a shot! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Great hit! Oh, that was venomous. Vieira. And it's Messi. And here's Yamal. Lam. He's got away. De Bruyne. Hullet. Bale. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's had it nicked away. De Bruyne. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good ball! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shot a goal! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's half-time here. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant, and as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Can he finish?
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Calm, composed, confident. He's had a hit! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal, when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Maldini. Kaká looking to run onto it.
配信まだ
And the pass is intercepted.
お疲れ様で
And it's Hullet.
す。配信してますね、今。
That's good running with the ball. De Bruyne.
何やってんの
It's a goal kick. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given...
FC アヌス
いや、もう変えました。さすがに。いやー、ファウル。
Mbappe has got himself a free kick.
さすがにおにぎりにしましたね。
アナル対アヌス
Mbappe.
出た。
Vieira.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
ファウル。
He's beaten the last man.
ファウルだろ、どう見てもよの。
Maldini defending his...
はい。
Put it away. Sticks it away.
ギブだろ、さすがに。
2-0 lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
And yes, it's him again.
あ、ミスった。
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
結果オーライ
結果オーライですね、入ったんで。何でも入れば OK ですからね。
Maldini. That's a little off target. Looking for the run.
あー、ミスった
And he's
な。
intervened well there. Vieira. Maldini. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Hullet. Bale.
そこじゃないね。
Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who
生まれてる。
was ever so determined. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Priol simply refused to be outdone there. He has found the way through.
Oh.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Hullet. Hullet. In by Hullet. Schmeichel is there to take. Kaka. Hullet. And Hullet!
でかすぎ。
He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
And that has left him in a heap. Works it forward. Rummenigge. Oh, it's come loose. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Vieira gets a foot in here. Oh, the ball's... He's got the shot away! And more, and more, and more!
いや、ギブしないの。
And they are pulling clear here.
アナニングイレブン2028
Simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up
ア
on
ナイング
anything.
のがいいんじゃないですか。イン。
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And he's certainly onside here.
あ、ミスった。こ
Well, the defence just about came
Okay.
out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
何こいつ。
Kaka. Messi. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, that defending is unapologetically
Sliding.
persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
ただのド M やろこいつ。
いや、本当っすよね。めちゃめちゃド M だね、これ。はい、取った。取った。くそ。
Maldini. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Thuram gets over and intercepts. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a...
ちょい煽ってんのが腹立つ。
本当っすよ。こね。
負けてるくせに。ギブしろって思う。草草は死んだ。
クレクレさん、どうだろう。クレクレさんは、朝までやってたような。あ、4時間前だから、お昼ぐらいに起きたけど、多分寝てんじゃないですかね。うわ、ロナウジーニョ、絶好調初めて来た。ああ。
ポクポクチーン。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you
こ
should
れ
try
は
telling this
勝
lot.
ったかな。
Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited
他にこういう
contest.
人強いから
A
な。
sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in... And the shots! He scores!
初見です、こんにちは。
It's him, and we can't be
割
surprised
と言いま
because
てん。
his
多いお
instinct
茶。
for doing this is incredible. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona
それ伸びんの足。
finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
うわ、やべ
Now it's Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Back into the middle.
読まれてるな。パス読んでくるな、結構。
Oh, that's a nice ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Bale. Passing is crisp.
はい。いやー、止めるんかい。
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bellingham. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found some space here. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left.
これやばい。
And the keeper's in command. Nuno Mendes.
そこから空きだな。
Bellingham
やばっ。
tries a shot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Bale.
オフないよな。
Messi. He's away. Big chance.
今の判断違うそうじゃない。
今の判断鈴木雅之っすかはい、これ動かなくなっちゃったけど。
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, "How dare you doubt me?"
動かなくなっちゃったんだけど。だよな。ラッキー。
そうだ正幸です。
これ、ポンさんじゃないのこれ。
初見です。
ポンさんじゃない？元ナメック星人ってその画像を見る限り、現在進行形でナメック星人ですけど。
元です。
いや、まだ緑ですけど。
ポンさんって疑うのダメよダメ。
あとコメ欄で順位見れなかった。ロナウジーニョ行くか。
ビビ一酔いですな。
デビ1、なんか今回マッチングがめっちゃ良くて、ポンポン上がってきました。
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing.
なんだそれ。
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
フリット怖え。
Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
いや、さすがに、
Right into his path.
やってるわ。
And he's on his way. Can he
危ね
finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
え。危ねえ。
And now
怖
they
っ。
can spring out of defence. And it's Messi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Chance to finish.
手スキャンだな。
Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Barcelona just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Could move up a gear
中
here.
盤のパス回しがな、微妙なんだよな。
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale
Yeah,
of
take it
the
away.
extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ronaldinho goes steaming forward. Vieira. Still goalless at the moment. He's through here. Messi. He rises.
いや
He will be livid with himself.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
やば。
And he thumps it clear. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bergomi simply refused to be outdone there.
ナイス。
That is good alertness. Valverde. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Ronaldinho. That's good play.
やばい、それは。
Shot a goal!
ナイス。
And that would have been some goal.
Ronaldinho really has just learned the lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Rummenigge. Oh, good ball.
いやー、打ってくれー。シューキャンミスったな。
Luis Suarez, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Valverde. Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
なんかトラップしてから遅いな。
Bale. Bale is flagged offside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Hullet.
ナイス。
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Rummenigge.
あー、ミスった。
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hullet. Barcelona could counter here. Messi. Lovely
理解する。ナイ
feet.
ス。うわ、やばい、やらかした。
Enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's there to retrieve it. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's Bale! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And they're quick to get it back. And we've reached half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Changement.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
À sa place.
And we are back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Messi!
いや、最悪。
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten
なんで
things
入れ替わん
out.
のそれ。
It's paid off here.
He's cut it out. Messi. Bellingham. Messi. Bale. It's Bale! Valverde. He could be in here. He could be in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an
He's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Saliba gets it away. And here's Messi. And now the hit!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. And the shot! Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's cleared it back out. Corner number 2 then.
Changement. Le numéro 23. Bale. Le numéro 7. À leur place.
De Bruyne getting this one clear. And that is expertly dealt with. Great hit! And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. Rummenigge. Decent hit! And he gets rid in a hurry. Look at this. Messi! And that has skinned the post.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who thought that was going in.
That's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nice control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And claimed it back swiftly. Rummenigge.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, that's been intercepted. Messi fiddles it through. Rummenigge. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's really well cleared. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Vieira.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Suarez is onto it in a flash. De Bruyne. Messi. It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Cruyff clears it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Eto'o. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And he's been shifted off it. Eto'o was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Temps additionnel.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Great chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent
Carry
try
on.
when you consider the range.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Cher public.
うわ、もったいね
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing.
それ怖いな。
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vieira wins the duel this time. Messi. He's got the shot away! Bale, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number...
There's the shot! Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Gets his pass away. He's played him through. He is through here. Baggio is sharing after that one.
ああ、やべ。
Pullet. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Baggio. Shot a goal! Bellingham. It's a great ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pullet. Ruben Diaz with the clearance. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he refuses to take the bait. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Pullet. He's found a way through. Pullet. That's good play. Messi. Roberto Baggio! He's delivered all right! And Kashima Antlers take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Kashima Antlers have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez, and he's certainly onside here. That is good strength. Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bale. Roberto Baggio, given the lift of his goal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Great ball if he can get there. That's a goal kick. Pull it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that should get the job done. Vieira. Messi. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, good. Rummenigge! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And we hit half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Driving on and making good progress. Baggio in acres of space out wide. De Bruyne. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. And claimed it back swiftly. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Hullet. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the pass is intercepted.
Oh, so...
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne delivers. Bellingham gets flagged offside.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Hullet. Number 20, Suarez. Number 15, Baggio. Number 10, Messi.
Bale.
Coming on the field.
Bale going face to face with his great rival.
Number 23,
60 minutes played.
Number 7,
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Yeah, 何それ?
Ah, he's given it away.
なんそれ?
Chance! And he has kicked it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ronaldinho goes short. And now they can spring out of defence.
飛びすぎ.
He's going to be disappointed with that. In with the challenge. David Villa.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
David Villa. And here's Ronaldinho. David Villa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Ronaldinho. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Bale. Ronaldinho. And it's Bale. And it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. David Villa!
いやー、なんだよ、それ。
He scores! And they're back in front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is
Kashima Antlers go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Aims beyond the great hit! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that
オフでじゃ
equaliser.
ないそれ。
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Hullet. He's got away. Hazard. It's Hazard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No, he's not getting his way this time. Luis Suarez. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ronaldinho. Pass is just off target.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Messi! And that was very necessary. And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely worked. And that has been clubbed away. Showing good feet. Araujo. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a fine Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Hullet. It's a good run down the right. Now that's well seen too. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Xabi Alonso. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
That is good alertness. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Trippier. And here's Xabi Alonso. Can he get onto this? Thuram tries to clear. And here's Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's the hit! And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Luis Suarez. It's a goal kick. Trippier. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Gavi. Nedved. And it's Vieira. And here's Messi. Gets his pass away. And he's straight offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Liverpool applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Well, they've got it again. Alonso. Trippier. Can he put it away? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Alexander-Arnold. That's a decent clearance. Williams. Williams! They've scored! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Williams. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ruben Diaz gets over and intercepts. He's through here. He's got away. He's in here. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Now it's Luis Suarez. Bergomi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that looks a cracking goal. Chance! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
Now it's Hullet. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Pinches it off him. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And that's the second half started. Bergomi. Xavi Alonso. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Williams. Liverpool finding their passes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Alexander-Arnold. Gavi promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Little pass back. Rummenigge. Nedved. Hullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hullet. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! And they've got their lead back. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that's going to be a goal kick.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking
Marina,
players
Mazde.
aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rummenigge. Driving on and making good progress. And that has been knocked clear. Deftly away. Referee's given a throw. It's run loose here. Valverde with the clearance. Puyol. That's really well cleared. And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's managed to get rid. And that's been won straight back. Ruben Dias. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Courtois catches it safely. Gavi threads one in. Chooses to go back. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Vieira.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Bale. And they've got rid. Nedved getting this one clear. That's been drilled forward.
だるすぎマジ。
And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas.
222でこれやべえだろ。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already... It's Nedved! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Bale. Platini. Oh, not quite. That's a sharp pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. He's had a shot, and he's done it.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. There's the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Thuram gathers from the goal kick. Clips it so gently. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, that's well spotted. Seedorf. And it's Bale. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved. Rafael Leao. Gerrard. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Oh, that was close. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nedved. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's De Bruyne. Seedorf. Vieira.
こんにちは。
Shot could be on. He's dealt with that really well. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's lofted through here.
いやー、出すとこね。
He is just caressing the ball. De Bruyne.
遅けんの。
Platini.
It's the
空白さんは元 AV 男優とかですか？
いや、全く違いますね。
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught and one more
あ、
try!
最悪、マジで。
Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Another tries a shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And the shot! They scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that was as close to certain as can be. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That's going to go a long way. Now it's Bale. Now the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rummenigge. And that'll be the final action of the first half. But it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
Gently lifts it! And that should get the job done.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he...
Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Seedorf. Has a go!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Rafael Leao. And he gets rid in a hurry.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Vieira. And it's Bale. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's got a son. And the shot! Sticks it away! Into the lead once more.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Vieira. Platini. Now it's Bale. And the finish!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clean.
Big chance! And it's come back out to him. It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, well played, well played. Oh, can he get onto this? Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Look at the space here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Number 5. Bellingham. Substitutions taking place.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
De Jong. Now it's Hullet. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! Nicely aimed pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great chance! He gets big! He's got a goal! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
No, that's been intercepted. Messi, now it's Messi. Thuram gets rid without sophistication.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
De Jong, a player who needs no introduction.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. And he's there to belt it away. Vieira proves too strong. Nice sequence of passes this. Hullet. And here's Messi. Van Dijk can get it clear. And here's Hullet. Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Romario. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
That's good play. And he was alert to it.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And he's intervened well there. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Hullet. Hullet.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Hullet. He's looking for the runner here. That's beautifully weighted. Chance! Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel. Struck first time.
Well, he certainly got enough purchase on it. Now he's got to think a little bit more about the accuracy. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. That's very neat. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Vieira. Hullet. And here's Romario. Neymar. Big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. He rises!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hullet. That is very well defended.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Neymar! Goal!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, that's a waste.
Messi must have known only his very best would even have a chance from that angle. It was very acute.
And it's De Bruyne. Araujo gets across to intercept that. And he cuts out the supply. Romario. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Bale.
Bale! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence.
De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the finish! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Defending was strong and firm. Pullet is onto this. Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
De Bruyne hurtling down that right flank. Messi. And here's Romario. And he's had it nicked away.
Romario really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. This is De Jong. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neymar has it in a wide position. He is just caressing the ball. That is a brilliant interception. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. He's found a way past. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Now it's Bale. Bale. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's chosen to go back. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good spread. Played out towards the right wing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now it's Romario. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Showing good feet. De Jong. Vieira. That is good alertness. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Puyol gets over and intercepts.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Neymar. Number 30, Messi. Number 9.
And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's Bale! And that is a truly outstanding save. So, third corner of the game. Ronaldinho clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Picked out brilliantly. He's onside. And a header!
This is the time you need that pace.
Araujo spots it and intercepts. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a nice ball. And the ball is out of play. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Araujo, Maldini. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Ronaldinho. No way through there. Ronaldinho. Good spot, he's seen the run. Vieira.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Ah, such a clever touch. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. And here's the chance to counter. And that will be it.